Hey everybody, it's Steve Morrison with Remax Results in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Coming to you today from a couch, just chilling out, relaxing, and I wanted to give you some real quick do's and don'ts. Not a ton, just some of the things that I think that are the most important things to do and not to do when looking for a house. So let's start with what to do. Number one, narrow your search area. Try to find in a county or in the place you're moving to, two to three areas that you want to be in. Understanding that every area can be different, but find two to three areas. That way, like in Henderson County, we can go from down the mountain where you're in the gorge in Saluda, and you have some very still in the mountains, but you still have some different layout there. Or you can come over to Mills River, closer to the Asheville airport, and still in the mountains. Beautiful area. Or you can go into Edneyville and go up the mountain. So a lot of different places to be at. So narrow your search area. That's number one. Number two, narrow your criteria. I once asked clients to give me their top 5 things they wanted in their house, and I got a list of 25. I'm pretty good with math, but I could not figure out how 5 and 25 equaled each other. So, give yourself about 5 things that you have to have. I've got to have 3 bedroom. I got to have 2 baths. I must have a mountain view. If it doesn't have a mountain view, I don't even want to look at it. I had one client, she said, I want to be on lakefront. I want to walk out my house, and if I want to go down to the lake and jump in, I'm jumping in off of my property. I don't want lake access. I don't want lake view. I want lakefront. That is the most important. I don't care if it's 5,000 square feet or 500 square feet. Put me on the lake. I can appreciate that. I can understand that. I couldn't do it because her price range wasn't the right. Her budget was way lower than lakefront is here in the mountains of North Carolina. And just about anywhere else for that matter, for obvious reasons. Everybody would love to live right on the lake. So narrow your search area, narrow your search criteria. Do those 2 things, and you'll help your agent out immensely. Now, don't get emotionally attached to a house before you have it signed, sealed, and delivered. That is probably one of the toughest things to do, because you walk in and you immediately start thinking about, this is where my China hutch is going. This is where my mama's or my grandma's antique whatever is going. This is where that's going. This is going to be Joey's room. This is going to be Sandy's room. This is going to be this room. This is where we're going to watch TV. It's hard not to get emotionally attached, but you will do yourself a lot of help by not getting emotionally attached to a home before it's yours. Secondly, don't take things personal during the negotiating period and during the back and forth. Let your agent handle that. Your agent is there to buffer you, be a buffer between you and the other stuff that goes on. There are a lot of things that I never tell my clients that happen because they don't need to know. It's not going to affect the transaction. It's not a material fact. It's just fluff and frustration. I just present the facts as they are. I don't say, this is going to be their last offer. They're mad and they're not going to take. I'm going to say, this is the offer they came back with. They say it's their last offer, but we'll see. So don't get emotionally attached. Don't take things personally. And for my lender friends out there, for the love of Pete, do not, during the contract process and period where you're moving from we're under contract to we're closing, which is about 6 weeks, by the way, go out and buy a new car, buy a boat, go out and take out a credit line at Home Depot or Best Buy or wherever. Don't go out and don't deposit. Here's another one. Don't deposit large sums of money that you can't account for. Banks want paper trails. If mom and daddy want to give you $5,000 to buy the house, that's fine. It has to be run through as gift funds, and it has to be accounted for. They have to know that it's going on. So don't make any large purchases and don't make any large deposits of unaccounted for cash. And if mom and dad give you $5,000 and say, we want to give you this money to buy the house, before you cash the check and put it in your bank, call your lender and say, hey, my mom and dad just gave me $5,000 for the house to use in the down payment. What do I do? How do I do it? Get their direction. That's what they're there for, and they're going to save your bacon and help you do it the best way. All right, guys. Real simple do's and don'ts. There's 150 more, but those are some of the biggest ones to me. Do the right things and don't do the wrong things. Do this, not that. Thanks for watching. Now go change your world.